mic tonight, chilling with a good vibe, everything's alright. Cloud smoke in the air, laughter fills the room. Sipping on the brew, just let the good times bloom. Roll another one, cause the night is young. Stories flowing like water, man, this is fun. From wild adventures to dreams so vast. In our cozy little nook, the moments will last. We're laughing in the light of the moon. Hefty and JJ making tunes. No need for fancy talk, just keep it raw. Escape the grind, let the chill unfold. Microphone in hand, we embrace the day. Capturing tales in our own special way. Nothing scripted, just hearts pouring out. This is how we live, no fear, no doubt. Microphone in hand, we embrace the day. Capturing tales in our own special way. Nothing scripted, just hearts pouring out. This is how we live, no fear, no doubt.
And hello, and welcome.
I do love that intro. I'm sorry.
Random nonsense for Thanksgiving, because we all have family and friends, and we don't want to bother you on that day because you're with your friends and family. So we're doing one today, and then we will be back Wednesday for our 2-hour X-Men show with our friends Oji-san and Groovy. Actually, Hefty won't be with us because he has to work the day before Thanksgiving. So we're doing today with Hefty, so he can still be on for the Thanksgiving stuff. And then I think Friday we're on here again, and Oji-san's coming back to talk about his artwork with Tom and Amy and the rest of the Paranormal Mystery Gang. I think. Don't quote me on that one yet. I have to double check, but I think that's what's happening.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
Hello, everybody, and welcome. Welcome.
Yeah, Kevin, what's up, buddy? Aloha, buddy.
Nice.
Jimbo,
So
nice to see
we are
you,
here
bro.
to do something fun for Thanksgiving. So I figured I'd start it out with, do you know how that's always that one thing everyone always asks you, what are you thankful for this year? So I had this really long idea I was going to pitch about it, but I think I'm going to like shrink it down because like I didn't, but I can't my for like windy that deep into it. But I have to say, I am very grateful for you, my brother, and everyone who does this. That makes my day super fun. Like, I enjoy what we do here. I seem to make me happy that we found like a little niche of like-minded weirdos like us who enjoy what we do. So that's a plus. But mainly, I'm very happy for that. The fact that Danielle just in a car accident on Thursday. She's healthy. She's fine. Me and after it happened, we like. Grateful that she's still here with me. So that's what I'm happy for Thanksgiving.
That's fair. That's fair. Thank you, Chantel. Yeah, likewise. I'm thankful for, YouTube has been awesome to me. And it's been, we're not even a big channel, but it's been so much fun. I met so many awesome people. I knew you over there outside of YouTube, but then we started doing it together. It's just been awesome, man, to connect with everybody, and just I'm lucky to have everybody as friends and family like I do. I was telling, I tell people all the time, man, it's like I never even had a pen pal growing up in California, but now I have friends / family in like South Africa and UK, and you know what I mean. And either parts of the United States that that are awesome. Like you got Groovy in Texas, and I think Jimmy in Arkansas. But I'm so grateful for that. And my family, I have a wonderful family. My mom and my brothers, they're absolutely amazing. And I have a job. I'm glad Danielle's okay. I didn't mean to gloss over that, but I'm really glad for all that. There's been an awful lot that I'm grateful for this year. Actually, probably a little more so than most.
That's
got
awesome.
to meet Seaver, you know what I mean, and
cool.
And Ben, just continued friendships, man. That just mean the world to me. So I do love you, JJ, and I love Danielle, and I love everybody in the chat. Like you guys are amazing. We would, we can't thank you guys enough for everything. We try to, but we do love you guys very much. So thank you.
at the end of the day, if it wasn't for them, we'd be three weirdos talking into YouTube about random nonsense alone, and that would be weirder, I think.
Yep.
I mean, I would still do it. I mean, I wouldn't care. I'm like, one view today, somebody watched us, and I'd be excited. But I mean, it would be less entertaining, I feel. So it helps. It most definitely helps.
I agree. And the food is awesome. It's like I can, so the other thing I joke about Thanksgiving is I can eat like I do every other day during the year and nobody judges me. So that's a great thing about it too, because I love me some fucking Thanksgiving food.
Who doesn't? It's like, it's one of those meals, I think, because we only do it one time a year. Like, when we do make it, you're always like, oh my God, I can't wait. Because it's, you know, it's not something you make once a month or every other week. It's like, you got to wait almost a full fucking year from that day to the next year before you do it all over again.
Yeah.
The only part that sucks is it's cold.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, of course, my friend.
We love you, Jimbo. That's awesome. I'm not going to call him Jimbo. That doesn't feel right. I apologize. I rescind that and I apologize.
Called him Jimbo.
I know. I don't know.
Oh, we just lost a view. I guess that was the end of OG.
Yeah, that was it. Oh, boy.
Oh, wait, he's back. Never mind.
Yeah, I'm really thankful for Chantel. Yeah. I think that's
definitely one to be very thankful for. It was a rough few months for you, definitely. I can't even imagine.
I can't wait for her just to get the hell out of South Africa. But I'm going to put all that aside for right now. What's your least favorite Thanksgiving food?
Ooh,
like if you were ever at like a family get together and you were making your plate and you came on that dish and you're like, nah.
I assume it's one of those ones that everyone loves because everybody fucking makes it. But I hate green bean casserole. Like, I fucking cannot stand green bean casserole. Like, when I walk up and I see all those little dry chunks in it and I know it's like gooey and saucy in the middle, I'm like, why? Who fucking eats this? And then you come back for seconds and half of it's gone and you're looking around the room, you're like, you guys are disgusting. That's how I feel about green bean salad. My grandmother made it every year, and I think because I ate it every year, now as an adult, I'm like, I'm not eating that. I don't want that. I'll eat anything else. Fuck that.
That's fair.
Well, how about you? What do you hate?
Cam, wow, thanks for showing up, Cam. That's wow.
Camelot.
I'm actually really happy you're here. It's great to see you, man. Talk about people I'm really happy to know and see. Holy moly. Thanks for showing up.
Good for you, Chantel.
I love green bean casserole, so I don't know what you're on.
No, you're good. I ain't judging.
Cody, let me ask Cody. Cody, what are you? Anybody doesn't know Camelot 331? Fantastic YouTuber. Go check him out. He's such an awesome guy. I want to know. Thank you, sir.
It is always on point.
That's awesome. What are a few of the things you're thankful for, Cody, that have gone, because you've been doing a lot this year on your channel, and I don't get to talk to Cody so often. So if you don't mind me, just kind of
indulge, man. I'm good.
He's a super great guy.
No, I like when we do the shows and we interact with everyone in the comments. I feel like it keeps us like that way. They know we aren't just doing it to do it. We're actually enjoying their like interactions back with us. So I'm fine with this.
Yeah, absolutely. And like I said, go subscribe to the Camelot's channel.
I will do it right now. Actually, while we're talking.
If he doesn't get back to me right away, one of the things I'm not a huge fan of, as far as and I know I'm probably going to catch some shit for this, is the cranberry sauce. I don't like cranberry sauce, and it's something about just the way it comes out, and you get that. And then it's got the ring in it still. It's just it's not human. Everybody I know loves it. Everybody I know loves that shit. I can't get behind it, man.
My bad. Sorry, I went to go subscribe to his channel. Forgot it while I was on the computer while doing it. I was like, wait, why is there noise coming out of the computer? I apologize. That was my bad.
That's fair. No. Oh, right. Oh, that's right. Getting down the way for Daytona. That's got to be awesome, man. Tui's with me on that one. All right. But
So-
you want to, Cody. You know you want to. I'm gonna eat extra. I'm gonna eat an extra Cody plate for you this year, buddy. I promise you.
So is it the cranberry that's just like the jelly tube, or the one with like the actual chunks of cranberry in it? Because that
Probably
one's
both.
gross.
So here's where I'm kind of a fat hypocrite, is because I
No,
love
no worries.
cranberry juice, but I don't think like cranberries, right? Or I think
No,
it's
I get it.
I think it's got to be like a texture thing.
So
Definitely with jelly, definitely with the cranberry jelly.
okay. Well, weirdly enough, I'm the same way. Like I don't like raw tomato like slices. I think it's gross. But I'll buy the
That's fair.
fucking juice and drink it right out of the container without even
Oh.
thinking twice.
Okay,
But you put one on like my food, I'm just like, ugh.
get it out,
Fine.
get it out, get it out.
Yep. So I understand that. I love the juice, but do not put a tomato on my cheeseburger. I will be mad.
That's fair. That's very, very fair. Let me think. Some other stuff. I think within the past, oh man, I want to say like 5 years got into stuffing. Stuffing I would just never eat.
Okay.
I just could never do it. And now
Do
I
you
love
do
the
like
shit out of
the
it.
like where you stuff the bird stuffing, or you put it in the pan and let it cook by itself stuffing kind of
In the bird, I mean either one is fine by me. Just shove it down my cake hole.
guy?
Just like
Just
if it's
stick
not
in the
going down-
funnel and just dump
yeah,
it down
if
with
it's
some
not going
gravy.
down, I was gonna say just like put a ladle of gravy down there and rub my throat.
That's what we do to Jackson when we needed him to take a pill. We hold his mouth shut and rub his throat till he finally swallows.
Roll me in the corner and just let me sleep for a day.
Chantel.
It is. Thank you, Chantel. Yes, that's what keeps me smelling great down there.
Oh, this really is a Thanksgiving special.
I
It's
know.
so food
It's so
and
special.
bad jokes. It's great. It's perfect.
I love it. Yeah. The food is great. I love hanging out with my family. Like any chance I get for us, like all to be together is really cool.
I get that.
think that's the one thing I dig. And so not so much the entire, and I love my entire family, but like I have a very large family. I have a very, very big family. On my mom's side, especially. And there's just something about, and we've always had like big get-togethers when we were kids and stuff. Because everybody was there, grandma and grandpa, and like,
Yeah.
the 100,000 other Irish litter that was sprawled around every. But since we started kind of doing like the me, mom, and the three brothers thing, it's really nice. It's like a lot
That's
more
awesome.
personal, I mean, everybody does a little bit of everything, and there's not, that's not to say that there's it that having everybody together isn't great, but sometimes a small little thing that's not so bad,
No, I understand that. Because sometimes, like, when it's smaller, it's easier to, like, not get into those random weird family discussions that always happen on Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
So,
that's
for
true.
me, I think it's not a bad idea having just a smaller group, because then it's like you all kind of know everything. So it's not like, oh, you did this year? Oh, my God. So I think that's nice.
Yeah. No, that's fair. That's very fair. And again, just all day, the whole place just smells great. And
Oh,
again,
yeah,
it
I
all
love
goes.
it.
Most of our shows go back to food anyway, but it's the one holiday that's like literally centered around food.
Yeah.
Christmas at least it switches it up with like presents and stuff like that,
And ham.
and ham.
Ham.
Not a big ham guy either.
No, I get that. Ham is one of those weird ones. Not a lot of like. I mean, I like it, but I know a good chunk of people who are just like, no. There's a Jackson. I just saw a tail from behind me, and I just got nudged in the back of the chair.
Yeah, I was gonna say that things will be knocked over shortly.
Well, Danielle redid the dining room area to put up our tree, so I ended up with another little like 2-shelfer bookshelf over here.
Danielle did what?
Made room
Ruh-roh.
for Christmas. So I got to figure out. So I got to figure out where I'm moving all this stuff and the stuff behind it, because I'm going to stack that one on top of it to give me the extra space. So that's got to be something I'll be doing this week, is figuring out what I'm doing with everything behind me.
The cat's already destroyed the tree. Hasn't even
Yeah.
been 24 hours.
I know.
That's what we do for having kitties. How's your football game?
Both of them suck. Who wants to watch Dallas or the Giants. Like, let's be real. These games are awful.
Go Lions.
Go Lions.
Yeah, whatever.
No,
We want
whatever.
them to win.
No, we want Minnesota to win.
Well, them too, but we also want the Lions to win because
We
it's
can't
Hefty's
have
team.
both win.
Yes, you
We're in
can.
the same division.
You can have both win.
You can't have both win the division.
Whoever
Somebody's
wins,
gotta-
I just hope both teams had a good time.
That's very true.
Hopefully, they get a participation trophy at the end.
That's right.
No.
Hi, daughter. How are you? We're talking about Thanksgiving. Is there food that people make on Thanksgiving that you don't like? Is there something that you see it and you're just like, nope?
Green bean casserole.
This is why we work. This is why we work. I
No.
love this girl. I love this fucking
How
girl.
do I
That's
fire
what I said.
myself?
That's exactly what I said. I was like, fuck that. Whoever eats this is disgusting. And Effie's like, I like it. I'm like,
My
Sucks.
sister already told me they're making green bean casserole for Thanksgiving dinner.
yup.
The same thing with like people who make like sweet potato mashed potatoes instead of just regular fucking potatoes.
Sweet potato, mashed potatoes are fucking fire. I take it back. This is never gonna work.
I
It's
know.
never gonna work out. I don't mind it as long as they don't put like the little browned marshmallows on top. That bothers me. I'm like, I don't want
Yeah.
marshmallows in my Thanksgiving dinner. I want them after my dinner, but not in my dinner. I was raised right. Sweets after you eat, or before if you're really stoned, you have like a cookie, then you eat dinner and then have more sweets. But that's the only occasion that that's allowed.
That's very fair. Like our prices. Yeah, I don't like sweet potatoes, so that's all off the table for me. But so the thing I like is so we're Irish, so there's usually like 3 or 4 different kinds of potatoes. You know, you got the scalloped and our gratin because you can't have enough cheesy potatoes, and you got the mashed potatoes. And Tui makes this dude makes some banging garlic mashed potatoes,
Ooh.
homemade garlic mashed potatoes, and they are chef's kiss.
Phenomenal.
I always bust his balls that they're too dry. But really?
Hopefully he's not watching.
He's totally watching. Uh-oh.
Hi, Tui.
Hi, Tui.
Yeah. And then you go to bed super early, man. And then you're full as shit
Exactly.
for like, you know. Oh, one
And
thing
you-
I've noticed is working in a place that's, you know, always has made sandwiches also.
Mhm.
Is the amount of people on Black Friday that get turkey subs and sandwiches is absurd. It's like the whole weekend, Black Friday, Saturday, and Sunday.
Ooh.
Whatever, bro. Oh, deviled eggs with real bacon bits on top.
Ooh, those sound good.
That sounds real good. And no need to apologize. Grandkids are super important. That's awesome.
I'm about to have one.
I know. You're about to have a grandkid? How does
Mhm.
that work?
Well, I have a kid who somehow is pregnant. I don't know how. I had just assumed it was
Well,
like
you see-
immaculate conception.
No,
I was
you
gonna say,
see what
do we need
happens.
to explain the mechanics?
No,
Yeah,
no.
when a man and a woman have no respect for each other, they. Well, all right, hold on. So here's Skeletor. Okay.
I expect this gag from me. I'm impressed.
I don't know how biology works, so I don't.
I know that so I don't know, but yeah, so I know that I will be a grandfather come July, or not July, but
Yes.
January.
January.
Well, one of the J's. Keep trying to
That's
tell
true.
her that. Keep trying to tell her that Josh is a cool name for a grandbaby.
Don't do that.
Yeah, everybody knows Hefty is the superior name.
I can't
Let's
argue
do a
with
poll. Let's do a poll. Whoever wants.
that. That's what we call him, Hefty Jables. That'll be his first and
Oh,
middle
HJ? His
Or
initials are
if
going to be
it's
HJ? No. Hold on. His initials can't be HJ.
Ah, poor hand job.
I feel like that. I was there like the first week. I was very angry with life, and then I was like, okay, this
I
is
don't
not so
know.
bad.
Now, I can't crawl into that giant afroed head of yours, but you weren't. I don't think you might have been as bad as you, but I thought you took it really, really well. I thought you took it really well. And I think the overall, what I got out of it anyway, was you were happy about it. And a little like, whoa, what the fuck? But, I think as a whole, there was a little bit of,
There was. Oh, yeah. There definitely was.
But I definitely think you took it very well.
Well, thank you. I
You're
was
welcome.
hoping I did.
Yes.
You want the
That's
other chair?
awesome. After Kingdom Hearts.
Oh, that's cool. Fair enough.
That's really
he wins
cool.
the name game. He wins the name game. I love those games too. Those are really fun. I haven't played those in forever.
No, I just wanted to pop in and say hi. I've been getting headaches and stuff lately since Thursday.
I mean, you did get hit with an airbag.
So I'm like,
Did you get your noggin? Did you get your noggin noodled while you were there? Did they take any X-rays or like an ECG or an EKG or anything?
no. I don't know if it's from stress.
I can imagine. Yeah, Chantel, see, that's my girl. I'm still thinking about that bacon. I'm gonna eat them off her belly button. It's gonna be awesome.
But no, I want to say hi. I just took some ibuprofen, so I'm gonna lay down on the couch until it goes away.
No worries. Enjoy your football.
Bye, sweetie. Love you. I'll see you in the morning.
I will see you in the morning. Yeah, just shoot me a text when you're on your way.
I promise I will.
Thank you.
Yeah, it's no problem, kiddo. You have a good night.
Everyone.
She said goodbye.
Bye, everyone.
And I guess if you're gonna do something nice for her, I can make sure there's a bag of hash browns and English muffins in the hot.
Yeah, because this is our third time dancing this dance. You think you can remember, or should I text you before I go to bed?
And third time is a charm, sir. Third time is a charm.
The third time is embarrassing for you. It's
It really is. I'm normally better at this.
I'm only kidding.
No, you're good. But no,
And
I will
funny
make sure they are there for you when you get there.
Of course, I have to, Chantel. Otherwise, I wouldn't be being fluffy.
Which is true.
It was funny because when I came in on what was it, Saturday, and you're just like, oh, hey, that's something cool. I'm like, all right, and I knew it wasn't ready, and I didn't want to say anything, but I was like, English muffins. You're like, I forgot. I'm like, no worries, dude. And it works out well because I didn't get to eat until later on that day, so I wouldn't have eaten it right away anyway. So it would have been awesome.
I guess that's kind of a plus then in itself.
Yeah. Yeah. But yeah, that would be amazing if you wouldn't mind.
I would gladly do that for you.
Anyway,
I'll be back there tomorrow, so it will be in my head because I'll be walking by everything and I'll see it. I'm like, oh, English muffins. So it's different when I'm back in the kitchen than when I'm not there because I don't go back there. I'm usually doing whatever else I do. So then when I'm back there, like I'll be walking by all the bread and I'll see them like, oop, I need these.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little bummed that Cody didn't say goodbye because I wanted to give him the old bye. Yeah. And if you see it, you know what it is. But I wanted to hit him with that. Great guy, real nice guy.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, he still may pop back up. He might have got distracted. It does happen.
If we ever had a son, I'll just hit him up on Instagram later or something. If we ever had a son, we're gonna name him Emmett after Doc Brown. That's great. See,
that is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. That's a cool name because it's, Doc Brown. And I love me some Back to the Future.
Yeah. And how many Emmets do you know? Actually, I knew one. Who the fuck did I know named Emmett? I knew Emmett.
I think I know two. I think I went to high school with one, and then I met one when I lived out west. So I think I know two, if I'm not mistaken. Anything else than that? But yeah, it's not one of those names you hear that often.
Like Roderick. Nobody named
That's
Roderick.
a weird one. Like some of the names that some PE people name their kids just blow my mind. Like I went to high school with a girl whose name was Portia, and I'm like, did your parents really want a Porsche and that got you instead?
Was it spelled the same, or was it like Portia de Rossi, or was it like Portia?
No, it was spelled the same way.
It was like the car.
Yep.
And yeah, I knew a girl named Shelby that was named after the car, and I'm like, oh, that's like,
Or I feel bad for the girls named after really like bad 60s and 70s like rock songs, like Amanda, like all those ones. It's like, oh, why would you do that to your kids? Like, that's not cool. That's
Now
just not cool.
now that's not to say that if your niece happens to share a name, like not she wasn't named after, but happens to share the name of a classic rock song, that's okay.
Yes, that is okay. That is fine. But like when like they tell the kids or somebody like, oh, I named him after this song, I'm like, oh
Yeah, it's like, oh, that sucks. You named your son Break Stuff? Oh God, you are too big a Limp Bizkit fan.
That'd be pretty funny. What's up, Tony?
What's up, Tony? Jimmy said my wife wouldn't go for Conan Luke Arbaugh. That's funny. Oh yeah, that's true.
Pretty true, actually.
I didn't even think of that. Okay, I was gonna say cities and countries is another one that I don't like. Like if they're named after it, I'm like, oh, you're a whore.
Like kids who are parents who name their kids like it's Brooklyn and stuff like that. It's like, why? Why you gotta do that?
Or like Chasterly. It's like, oh, you wear a sweater tied around your neck, don't you? Wow, you put a lot of thought into this, Anthony. I gotta give it to him on this one. He's bringing up a couple good points here.
He gets bored. I don't know how to explain that one.
No, I do things. You know, I was this many days old when I realized
learned those certain words spelled backwards.
Embarrassing names. No, I just okay, that's fair.
Which celebrity called their kid Apple?
Oh,
that would have been dope.
It was the singer, the chick singer, wasn't it? I can't think of her name. Not Fiona Apple. Before you guys jump on me about that one,
I honestly don't know, so I don't have a shot even in the dark with this one.
It's gonna drive me nuts.
Well, I'm assuming since she asked the question, she knows the answer, so we'll find out shortly.
All right,
and then we'll both be goofy.
No, not Fiona.
I will take a shot in the dark. I'm going to say Cher, just because it seems like a Cher thing to do.
Does Cher have kids?
Yeah, she had like 2 or
really?
Two,
okay,
I think.
Oh, that's going to drive me nuts.
I'm not 100% sure, but I think so. Now you got me questioning all of my reality.
Well, I apologize.
It's okay. I just thought I knew something.
What was your least favorite tradition of going to places?
Ooh. I think my least favorite one was when even when you were a kid and they sit you at the table with all the kids and they sit on the other side. I'm just like, but these guys are boring. You guys got shit to talk about. I want to be over there. I'm like, I don't want to hang out with my own kind. This is weird.
I don't want to hang out with my own kind. Yeah, that's for
I don't know.
There wasn't always that separation of between the kids table and the big kids table, and you're like, I want to be at that one.
Exactly, because they had the best. You could hear them laughing. You're like, they're having fun. We're not saying a word. Why can't I sit with them?
Yeah, and I think it's weirder when you're a kid because you don't see your cousins as often
table.
What's up, Tums? Hell yeah.
He misses the kids' table.
I
mean, there was some fun times there, but I don't know. I was one of those kids. I didn't really even hang out with kids my own age. I had a small knit group of friends when I was a kid, but most everyone else I knew was older than me. So it's I always wanted to be around the older people because they always had so much more to talk about.
Sure,
kids don't know shit.
Yeah, and it was fun when the adults got bombed and asked you questions. Okay, yeah, I'm with Chantel. Yeah, there you go. The drunken card game brawl. I was one of the oldest at all my cousins, so it was always weird.
Yeah, I get that.
And because you never really knew where to go, or I never really knew where to sit until a certain point. And then when I was allowed at I think the adult table, I was probably in my early teens and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And it was weird because I was kind of like too big for the kids table, which was fine, but I was like a little young for the adults table, and it was like, I don't know, it's just always just weird. But okay, I'll give you the kids table. I'll give you
No,
the
I
kids
understand
table.
that. Like, my family didn't really, like, weirdly enough, we didn't really have any like main staple like Thanksgiving traditions. Like, for at least the most like times when I was a kid, it was either we were at my grandparents' house or we went to my uncle and aunt's house who had like a much larger house. But like most time, that's what it was. It wasn't until I was a teenager when the family was starting to go, let's go out to eat. And we started going out to different places to eat for Thanksgiving. That I kind of hated that. I'm like, that's not the same. I get you don't want to cook, but that's not the same. That's cheating.
That's fair. That's absolutely fair. Jimmy had a question. Drumstick, wing, or breast meat? Dude, drumstick, bro. Dark meat all the way.
I get a drumstick and then a good chunk of the breast before anyone grabs it, and I peel off the skin. I'm just like, oh my fuckers. I'm like, fuckers.
That's the best part is the skin. Like, give me that shit. I'll spot up. Staunch Africans, very strict. Kids didn't speak in adult company. Wow. Is now Chantel that like your parents are from South Africa?
I do not eat the whole turkey.
Josh eats the whole turkey. He could. I'd help him though.
I mean,
I help you eat the whole turkey, buddy.
I appreciate it. I mean, I maybe could. I don't know. That's a lot of meat.
It's a lot of bones
could.
too. I think you could. Once you separate all the bones and the cartilage and stuff, you can do it. We can do it.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah, that was a big thing too. And that was another thing I was trying to find. I mean, I was lucky. I have 3 brothers, and we all pretty much got along for the most part. But like finding in common stuff to talk with your cousins about and stuff like that. That's fair. That's fair. Finding stuff to just having in common with because again, I have a very large family, and just finding a common ground with a lot of people, especially back in my time, because I was like not the great one, which they were always very kind about. But it was just tough for me to be like, I don't really identify with anything you guys are talking about. And I'm kind of like in my own shit. And like, I don't know, I only saw most of my cousins probably like, only on holidays a couple times a year. So it was like, I don't know.
No, I get that. Like, once I hit a certain age, like a lot of like our Thanksgivings were like either just like smaller groups of like just my mom and my brother or me and my grandparents. Like it became like that after a while. But I do have to say, I think a few of my like all-time favorite memories of Thanksgiving had to come when I lived out west, because I used to go to Tony's mom and dad's house for Thanksgiving almost every year. And then because the whole town would shut down, we would eat, and then we just walk around the whole town like in a big group of us, just all like,
oh, that must have been wild. Like everything's closed.
Yeah, like we would walk in the street because nobody was out. Like the town would be quiet.
Yeah,
and
like a ghost town.
The only ones out and about doing anything. And we'd go to the park, we'd hang out, or we'd walk up to the one end of town, walk back. Like it was a good time.
That's
and
awesome.
His mom and dad always made great food, and being around them, their dad is a lot like us, so he talks a lot of shit to all of us. So he'd be eating food. He's like, "Wait, you gonna like chew on it, or you gonna just suck it all down?" You're like, God damn, bro, just enjoying the dinner. Why are you gonna talk shit to me?
I know, right?
I was dead as hell
now.
Right? We have to learn, if we're gonna do like a show about food, we should bring snacks.
We gotta eat. Yeah, bring snacks, or at least eat first or something. And it was funny. So right before the show, when I left to go catch a smoke from the green room, he was finishing grilling up his chicken thighs. And I was like,
ooh, I bet that's
that's fun. That's fun.
Definitely.
Chantel said, where was it? Africans believe in saying spare the rod, spoil the child. I was a little shit, so I got lots of hidings. Nice. That explains a lot.
I need to do something. I'm going insane.
Why don't you take the dog for a walk? At least get you out of the house for a few minutes.
Take
Sorry.
the dog on a walk to errands.
For those of you who don't know, like if you're just jumping in now, she was in a car accident earlier this week, so we don't have a car. She's been out of work for a couple of days, so she's getting very antsy.
Yeah, she's not a stay-at-home kind of love woman.
Nope. And her job requires her to drive, so she's always out and about doing stuff. And normally she works on Sundays, so for her, she should be actually just about coming home right about now.
Grossed up by the tail.
You know, I have to say, I remember some like not aggressive conversations with my family dinners, but like you could tell like if they didn't walk away, it was about to get ugly. Like I like thank God that like not in my family, no one ever like broke out into like a fucking fight or throwing someone through a wall, but different views on things you could tell were not being shared and they didn't like it.
Yeah, that's fair. Oji-san says, I was a big softie. I didn't spank. I didn't want them to grow up like I did. Yeah, but you turned out great, dude. So, you know, just saying. My Dukes had the wooden spoon.
My mom had the belt, so I understand.
You know what I mean? And then if you cursed, you got the ivory liquid soap in your mouth. Totally can't do that these days.
Nope. Kids will call. They'll call on you.
Like, look at me. That's turned out awesome. Awesome. Yeah,
I think that's I think that's why a lot of us are the way we are because we grew up that way. So we're like, yep. You'd be stupid, you get knocked.
Yeah, pretty much. It's like, you know, people I think of over time have forgotten the FAFO credo. They'll fuck around, find out. You know what I mean? Like, yeah. Oh, Tumbles, your mom used liquid soap too. See, there we go.
That's the worst.
Yeah, Shawnee's a good lady.
Stick your tongue out. No, I don't want to. Stick your tongue out.
Oh, no. Open your mouth. That was just
Oh,
yeah. Well, I had it coming. I was a little bastard.
I need to shower, so I'm going to go shower.
Okay.
Gives me something to do.
All right. I love you.
Tell her to angry orchard shower.
Hefty said angry orchard shower. Now she's laughing.
I love you, Hefty.
Love you too, sweetie.
He said, love you too, sweetie.
Oh, I'm sorry, Jim. My dad died when I was 11, and my mom kind of checked out after that. I just had to decide to be a good kid. Sorry to me to go dark. Oh, no, that's fine.
No,
I'm
you're
sorry
good.
to hear that, man. Yeah, no need to apologize. And all that. Yeah, that's fair, Tony. Yeah. And God, did she scrub? Oh, you got scrubbing involved? Oh, wow. All right, now that's insane. But your mom's a great lady, Tumble. So I whenever my dad told me to go make a wee, I know I was about to get the belt, so it was pee when I got to hide it. Wait a minute. Is this? I'm trying to figure out if she's trolling me or not on this.
I don't know.
I don't know. That's good. Yeah, she is. Yeah, it was. I can imagine the scrubbing is worse. I just had to sit with it there like a porn star that didn't really want to swallow it or spit it out at first, so it's just kind of uncomfortably sitting there in your mouth.
Yep, it just sitting in your mouth.
Yeah, I know you know what I'm talking about, JJ. No, but the scrubbing, I can't. That must have been rough. Like, especially when you see that brush come out, you're like, oh, that's crazy.
Sorry, I'm multitasking all over the board.
No, that's fine. I'm just waiting for Chantel to let me know if she's trolling me or not. And then
So-
my water.
Is there a Thanksgiving like a certain like time during Thanksgiving that you wish you could have done differently? We'll play like time travel here for a minute. Like a Thanksgiving, if you could redo it, do something different, say something to someone you wish you would have. Anything like that?
Yes. And that's all I'm going to say on that one. just
enough.
just for the ones that I thought of immediately, yes.
No, you're good.
Some things Hefty has to keep for himself. But
No,
one
she
of the
said
one
true
of the,
story.
I know, I believe it. Okay. Okay. Shoot, so there was this one, and it was either, and this will go down as a point of contention as far as like details go. The parents had an ugly divorce. Mom and dad just never, and there was one, either Thanksgiving or Christmas, where the oven at because my dad would have my brothers for every other holiday, or I forget what it was. That's wild. We're gonna get back to Chantel in a little bit. But just real quick. Oh, I got to keep my train of thought because she's got me thinking about so many other things right now. But so the oven wasn't working at my dad's place that he was planning on doing like the dinner and stuff like that or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And like that somehow ended up here, which is
okay.
So like my mom and my dad at the same fucking table for the first time in like
years.
Yeah, since the divorce, and it was wild. And it was crazy because I would love to go back to that.
Okay.
And just kind of see that. Because talking about it and hearing it, you're like, there's no way that would ever happen. But it did.
No, I get that though. It's sweet.
You know what I mean? I would love to kind of like just go back and watch that and be like, hey, that's pretty fucking neat, isn't it?
No, like it's weird that you went there because I have one almost the same way. So my senior year in high school was the last Thanksgiving I did with like my immediate family, like my grandparents, my cousins, my uncles, whatnot. And I remember like at that time I was like 17, so I was a snot, so I just kind of did my own thing, like whatever. Now I kind of wish I could go back and spend a little bit more of that with my grandfather because that was the last Thanksgiving. Like I actually was around him for Thanksgiving. So I understand that, just to be able to like sit there and hear him like tell me whatever nonsense he had to tell me at that point, like whatever like story or thing he was talking about. Wish I could go back through that one. That'd be a fun one.
That sounds nice. That sounds
right?
Real. That's a good memory. Got to run the kiddos who want to ride on the four-wheeler. Cheers. Jimmy, happy Thanksgiving.
Have a good day, my friend. I will see you Wednesday, buddy.
Showing up, you know what I mean? Yeah, that sounds really nice. And maybe just kind of give him an extra big hug at the end of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I think it's one of the things I always kind of like. I don't weirdly enough, I don't ever really rewatch these shows. Like when we do the Tom and Amy one, I'll rewatch that one like the day after or whatnot. But these ones I don't really rewatch. I don't know why.
Yeah.
Like I just don't get into rewatching me do this. But the few that I have rewatched, it's a lot of the ones where we get like very like in depth with like stuff.
Personal
and I feel
stuff,
like that's what helps keep people into this, because we're not just saying what they think we want them to hear from us. Like we're not pretending to be people we're not. We're like being 100% like truth right off the riff. Like this is what's in our heart or brain or whatnot. And I think that's what makes us like unique in the realm of the YouTube bubble, that we don't hold back. We always just say what we want.
I agree.
And I think that's a nice like change on the internet that I think more people should adopt. Stop trying to impress everyone and be who they want you to be. Just be you, bro.
I agree. Chantel, I dreaded my wedding day. Just thought of my mom and dad in the same place. Great anxiety. They divorced when I was 3 and hated each other. Yeah, my parents didn't. They didn't have a great divorce, and it was,
oh,
it was
nice,
nasty, and stuff like that. So, yeah, of course, Tumbles, because you're awesome.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
Had to drink away a couple feelings there. Sorry about that.
No, you're no worries. You're good.
But
like,
yeah,
I think that's the one thing about Thanksgiving, that it's one of those ones that it's early memories for every one of us. Like, we all remember like early Thanksgivings, like being a
Sure.
kid, going to spend time with your family, your cousins. Cause it was like this and Christmas, I feel like is the one time a year where most families used to like get all the family together. So it'd be like
Yeah.
the cousins you don't see who live somewhere else, or like your great grandparents from the other side of the family who live somewhere. Like, it was always like that amalgamation of families. And I
Yeah.
think that's why Thanksgiving to us means so much, because it's like, it's basically rooted in our core of spending that time with your family, doing something together. And as sad as it is, as you get older, you often not maybe
You're breaking up, buddy. Hold on.
actually home for Thanksgiving. You bounce around a little.
You were breaking
'cause-
up there a little bit. Sorry.
Oh, no bad. How much did you hear?
Start
So
again.
Okay.
Most of it got cut off, and then a little bit at the end like came through. So I do apologize. I don't know if that's at the
No,
probably
you're
on my end.
I just, if you didn't hear me, I hope if nobody else did, I can go back. It's fine with me. I just don't want to bore somebody who did hear me and then I have to repeat what I said. Then I'll feel stupid. All right. So what I was saying is that it's weird to me that Thanksgiving is that one time a year that like we all branch together, because it's the family thing. Like, it's in your core to do it, because you've been doing it since before you could even walk. You were going to family Thanksgiving dinners, and as you get older, it becomes a part of your every year thing, where your in-laws or family from out of state, out of town all come in. You get to intermingle with your other family members, cousins, so forth, so on. But then as you get older, it changes, because then people start to get moving to different. That was this start shifting. And then as you move along with your life with somebody or whatnot, you start filling into their little groups and whatnot. So I think it's weird that no matter where you are, what you're doing, there's always people coming together this time of year. It's like,
I think it's weird that it cut out at the exact same goddamn part this time, but it cut back in, so I get the gist of the message.
Thank God. I was like, I'm not doing that again.
Because the beginning part, I was like, there's no way it's freezing at the same friggin' part. I'm like, you've got to be joking right now. But then it came back a little bit at the end, so like I understand what you're saying. There's always like a group to get together.
Yes.
The more people that you involve for your life. Yeah.
That's a pain in the ass. I'm very sorry, everyone. If it's still doing it, please let me know, because I look fine on my end. So that's why I'm like, wait, I'm freezing. God damn it.
Yeah. Well, it's super windy out, so
it's probably the Wi-Fi being a little chunky.
Yeah. Yeah. But
so
I mean,
if you
sorry. Go ahead, please.
No, I was going to say, so for you and everyone in the chat, if you could have a dream vacation where you could take whatever family members you want, go to wherever you want and have a Thanksgiving meal there, and they can either be live or not alive. You can take whoever you want. Where would you go, and who would you bring? Say like 5. Limited. That's not a huge list of people. Don't need a landline. I'm not old.
Vermont with my grandparents. That's a good answer, Tums. That's a good answer.
I like that one.
I think it would be me and my mom and my brothers, and back to Tall Timbers, back in Keysville. One more time. One more time at camp. Just one more time at camp. That's what I would do.
That would be cute.
Ireland.
Tui says you want to go to Ireland with the fam. That's pretty cool.
Whoa, I super went out of focus there. What the hell?
I was just about to say that, but like, you went very close there.
There we go.
I'd have to say I want to go back to Peru, not America, but upstate New York, Peru.
Yeah.
To my grandparents, to their old house before they got the one that they have now, and have like my brother, my kids, Danielle, and my brother's kids and his wife just all there. I think that would be the coolest Thanksgiving with my grandparents ever. Like the one time all of their great grandkids were all there at once. I think that'd be very cool.
I think they would love that. You can bring Odin. You can absolutely bring Odin back. Yes, you can.
There was no rules in this question.
Yeah.
Anyone you want. Well, I think this turned out to be a very good show.
I do too. Even though
It got
you're
dark a bit, stayed lighthearted.
no.
I turned into Mr. Roberto.
you did, Mr. Roboto, not Mr. Unless you're Mr. Roberto, too.
Mr.
You and him.
Roberto.
Hell yeah. Even though you're an absolute monster because you're not a green bean casserole guy, but I still love you anyway.
Well, that's okay. I mean, and that's the thing with Thanksgiving, though. There's like so much food, and somebody always brings like extras of something. So, I mean, like, there's always something there for everybody, which is nice. So, if you don't like something, skip it and get something else. Don't be like me. Don't be an asshole and think someone else is disgusting for liking something you think is gross.
Yeah, it's well, right. Yeah, it's you. Yeah, I see what's happening here.
I am Mr. Roberto. Domo arigato, Mr. Roberto. Domo.
Roboto. Domo.
No, it's Roberto because I'm half Mexican, so it's Roberto.
Oh, right. I wasn't thinking of the Mexican mix, the Mexican.
Exactly.
I got you. That's fair.
I thought it was a good one. My bad. I've got
and
bad.
Chantel Odin was a great. He was a good boy. You work all day on Thanksgiving, Tums? I'm sorry, buddy.
Oh, that does suck, bro.
Do you guys close early?
Ouch, dick.
Right.
So weirdly enough, I was working the other day and I had to go in at 4, so I was there dumb early. Some random dude came in and you could tell he just left the bar and he's a little tipsy right now. And he's like takes a step back. He looks at me, goes, "Bro," and I'm like, "What?" He goes, "You look like Burger or Burger. You look like." Fuck me.
You got this, bro. You got this. Holy
I know
crap,
I got
you're
it, but I'm making myself
holy
laugh
shit.
because I can't believe I said it wrong in the first rip. Anyways, he said, "Dude, you look just like Booger from Revenge of the Nerds." And I just looked, I was just like, you have no idea how often I hear that, and it is the most insulting thing.
The first
fucking
time
hate when someone says that.
The first time you came into Primal, and my buddy Joe goes to me. He goes, "Hey, did you see Booger from Return of Living Dead? You know, Revenge of the Nerds?" And I looked at you, and I just laughed. I was like, "That's my boy JJ." I was like, "That's funny." I was like, "But yeah." So yeah, that's funny. It's okay. Booger was one of the best characters.
I mean, he wasn't the one who was creepy and rapey, so I guess that's a plus side.
That is, not being creepy and rapey is absolutely a plus.
Definitely plus side. But it's like, you know how often I've heard that my whole life, and I'm just like, why? I don't even know you, bro. Like, why you gotta do this to me? Why, Demi? Why?
Why didn't you just be like, yeah, that's what your mother tells me.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. And then some lady says I look like some character from some show she watches. I'm like, okay, cool. Thanks, I guess. I don't know if it's the hair. It's got to be the hair. That's what I'm assuming.
Probably. You could be the dude from Slipknot with your hand tattoo, the Transformers tattoo, Sid.
That's true. I didn't think about that one.
The short Mexican Sid.
Play the little guitar.
With
a little hand.
He was the DJ, I think.
Creepy and rapey.
Listen, Chantel like laughed at that. I'm like, okay. One of my favorites.
Good one.
Well, this is one of my, just so I can make it extra weird, for one of my favorite new things I learned about Chantel is she pees when she's spanked. So that's awesome. That's a big old boom.
Well, thank you, Tumbles.
You are the whitest Mexican I've ever seen. That's why.
He's not wrong. He's not. I can't even really speak Spanish. I'm like the insult to my whole culture.
Got another one, Coach.
You know, I swear to God, if one of these shows don't turn into me getting my balls broken at least once in the show, I'd feel like everyone was mad at me. So Thank you, everybody. I appreciate
No
it.
problem. No problem.
What would I do
buddy.
without friends like you?
I'd probably thrive. Oh, here we go. Oh man, there it is.
I told you that there's a handful of you people that get away with that joke. He's in that handful of people where he's allowed.
Oh boy.
He used to live with me. He had it worse. He heard like all of it all the time. There was no break. We worked together and we lived together. So he had to hear me talk 24 hours a day. So he gets away with it.
Groovy, what's up, buddy?
Ahoy! What's up, brother?
Handsomest guy in show business right there.
And more Batman stuff than me.
Well, Batman.
Cyborg, print, go and process my printer.
I stabbed you first with my wiener.
Where Rachel?
Really seals in the flavor. All right.
Oh, for those of you who don't know, just go onto YouTube and type in Batman. That's what we're doing. It's horrible and it's amazing.
Hell yeah, that's what's up, Chantel. That's right. And I'd have Scream on my license plate because no one can hear you scream in space. Or space.
So-
yeah, dude, I fucked that whole thing up. Damn it. Damn it. Damn it.
So, would you even have to like lure her in with candy or the going, there's a puppy in that van. You want to see it?
I'd be like, I just open the door to Chantel. I'd be like, hop on in. She'd be like, okay. In her cute little accent or whatever. If it reads furries on the tumbles, oh no.
I have a friend who's into furries. It's okay. I ain't judging
Apparently, so do I. That's okay. I don't.
you. No judgment on this end.
No,
Get
but
your
I've
freak
met
on.
I've met a few furries, like, and I'm like, huh.
I've always thought my brother would be a furry, just the way he acts. I'm like, I could see him sticking a fucking foxtail up the pumpdom.
Wow. Okay.
I've known him
what?
my whole life. I can see him feeling sexy about it. He's just that guy.
Okay.
It's not a bad thing. I'm not saying
No,
it's a bad thing.
hey, this is
I'm just
just like
saying,
Planet Fitness, baby. This
For
is
me,
just
I
a
think
free
he'd think
zone.
it was a joke and he'd enjoy it. And to me, it would be funny. That's all. I wouldn't be
Jeez.
shocked, is all I'm saying. I wouldn't be shocked.
What do you mean by
That's it.
furries? Like furries, like the people that
That's what I was
dress
like,
in weird,
hefty.
ridiculous, like furry costumes, and they're very odd, and that's putting it very nicely. They were very nice, but they were extremely odd. And I think the chick had a mustache. It was weird. They made me uncomfortable, if I'm being 100%. But they were very nice. It was a dude and a little midget goblin chick.
I still don't think he's understanding the grasp of what a furry is. I think that's the problem.
Look
think
it
it's
up,
simple.
bro. Google furries. Come on, dude. How
Yeah,
old do you
Google
know
it.
what a furry is?
Don't make us ruin your life.
Stop.
Like
You're watching
look
this
it
show
up
and
and
you
then
have-
come back to us
Hold
and
on.
tell us what you found out.
For a guy that has that much shit to talk about Josh constantly, and you don't know what a furry is, bro. All right. Yeah, I'm sorry. I should have undescribed. I'll send me pictures. Oh no, Tony. Wait, how does he have my number? That's fair. Chantel's go ahead and type furries into Google. Yeah, no, never look at my camera roll. That's fair. And that's a good rule, and just in general, Tumbles for you, sir.
Oh, I love this show. I
Yes.
fucking love this show.
Me too.
I mean, Groovy has a point. He turned it here to see about Thanksgiving, and when he caught it at the tail end where we were done with Thanksgiving.
Well,
and
yeah, I
switched
was
it,
like, I was gonna say at the end when we were done with Thanksgiving.
which is sad because he missed all like the cute parts, the emotional moments, everything like that, to catch the furry part.
That's okay. Maybe that's he was really watching. That's just when he wanted to chime in was for the furries.
That would be funny, actually, and it would sound like something he would do. And he's
And
been
you guys,
laughing the whole
you
time.
guys are doing the 2 hour on Wednesday, right? You and him
Yes.
and Jimmy. That's awesome.
We doing an X-Men one. And then next month for our 2 hour special, we're doing horror movies. So for once, I'll be out of my element, but I will partake as much as I can with what I know. My knowledge is nowhere deep as yours, but I will join in.
No, absolutely. And Chantel, we are long overdue for a phone call, girl. We're gonna have some fun with this one. Yeah, I'm gonna Google it. And before I forget, everybody go fucking subscribe to Camelot's channel, Camelot 331 on YouTube. Great guy. I was really happy. Cody, if you see this, buddy, I really appreciate you stopping by, man. Thank you. I'll be hitting you up soon.
I went and I subscribed right to it afterwards.
I appreciate it. I know he does.
Oh, why has it got to be from where we used to live? Then I might know them, which will make it weirder for me.
All right, now I want
Friends
to know.
don't do that to friends, sir. Friends don't do that.
Now
Guess I know what
gotta
I'm
see this.
sending in the group chat later tonight.
Oh boy. Love how you said that.
But on that note, so we were originally going to record the show and then I was going to upload it Thursday, but like I was talking to you it's this morning, I feel like me pre-recording a show and not having you guys here live, being in the chat and helping us out would have
That is
took out
half the
some of the
fun. Yeah.
So I was like, now we'll just do a live one tonight. So this is our Thanksgiving show because we won't be on Thursday, but we'll be back Wednesday for the 2-hour X-Men one. And like I said, I believe Friday, Tom and Amy and the Paranormal Gang will be here with our friend Oji-san to talk about his painting because he is an amazing artist. So I think that's what we're doing. So all week long, look out for random nonsense because even though it's Thanksgiving week, I will still be here a lot. Apparently, I don't know what I do wrong. But
You're
thank
fine.
you.
You do great.
But on that note, everyone have a lovely night. Enjoy your Thanksgiving. Be with the ones you love. Be grateful for how your year's gone. I know things in the world are fucking weird and crazy right now, but just be grateful for what you have and what's going on in your life because sometimes those small wins count more than those larger ones. So enjoy it and be nice to somebody because you don't know what's going on in their life and your kindness might change their day. So just be nice to people. It's free. Like Hefty says on his channel.
Oh yeah, that's me.
I stole your line from the end of your